Hi, this is Lucas Lewinsky, and this is my first interaction for the Global Learning Project. I finally got to meet up with my partner, Arifa, and she is originally from Turkey and is now going to school here at Michigan State. When we first started talking, I learned that she went to a private school, which was near Istanbul, which was really good for me because I went to a public school, so it was easier to compare our differences between the public and private school education. We also figured out that we have like a lot of the same similarities like throughout high school, which I honestly didn't think that would happen, which is kind of bad for me, like not realizing that, but it was super interesting to learn about her culture over here, which was pretty similar to our culture here. She said that she was very fortunate to be able to go to a private school, which led her to better opportunities, which then led her to coming here for school at Michigan State. For her, a typical day was pretty much like my day, either an alarm or her parents waking her up to get ready for school around 8 o'clock, and mine started around 7:45, so we were similar in that aspect. And she would get up, go to school all day. She would go after school, she'd hang out with friends, hang out at the mall, do the normal teenage things like we all do, and then get ready back for bed. Since she went to private school, she had to wear a uniform, which she said was probably her least favorite part about going to school because she would rather wear what she wanted to wear instead of the school mandated things, which I found similar to a lot of my private school friends here who they didn't want to wear the uniform and they would rather wear what they wanted to wear. At the private school, she also said that her tests were super hard and the homework was pretty rough, so she spent a lot of time doing that and she was very involved in her academic studies. She seemed to like school a lot there, but also wanted to come back over here and experience Michigan State here because she said it would lead her to more opportunities in the future. And she's in the James Madison College, which is the college that I'm part of right now before I'm dropping that, but she's doing that. She wants to get into the public affairs world and make a change and a bigger impact. She didn't really play sports in high school, but she was involved in just like different organizations that she made some really good friends with. But pretty much she just went to school there, did what she needed to do, and then wanted to come over here and get more involved in the United States. The number one thing she misses is her family and friends, which I completely understand. I moved an hour and a half away, and I'm at home right now because I'm struggling to be away from my family and friends. And she basically traveled across the entire world to come here for school, but she said it was all going to be worth it in the long run, which I really appreciated because I think I can learn something from that too. When we were talking about different tests and how we prepared for them, she said that she went real hard into her studies. She would just dedicate time to after school or during school hours, just preparing for them and then get the normal nervousness out, which was similar to me, but I'm kind of a procrastinator, so I give her props to getting into it, studying hard. A lot of the differences between like the public schools and the private education were similar to what they are here pretty much. She wasn't affiliated with like Catholic or Muslim religion in Turkey, so it was just another private school where she got her education, which led her to better opportunities, which I think a lot of people believe is the same at private schools in Michigan. Going in, I was super nervous just because I had like no idea what to expect with the whole conversation, but um, it really like opened my eyes to like realize how huge like Michigan State is, bringing like all people from around the world. Where like I'm from in my like tiny school, it's pretty much everyone who lives in my hometown of St. Clair Shores, and it was really interesting to meet someone who has a total different education background than I do and total different lifestyle and bringing up, which I think was super super interesting. Her private school was also affiliated with like the French and like British area, so she was able to speak French, English, and Turkish when she was there, which I thought was super cool because I took French classes, but I'm not at anywhere fluent at all. So I think that was super cool that she was able to have that experience throughout her schooling. I thought that going in, her experience would be like completely, utterly different than what my experience was, but it seemed pretty much the same. She had the same interests that I do. She wanted to hang out with friends more than she wanted to go to school, but she made sure that her studies always came first, which led her to the same place that we are now. For our next interaction, I plan on taking her to something student council related because I was super involved with that. So I want to see what her reaction is with the college aspect, and hopefully she will maybe want to get involved with something here at Michigan State similar to I was in high school.